Kids, you know that for performing any task in our lives, we need to follow a series of steps in the correct order. If we fail to carry out these steps properly, we might fail in our task. For example, your parents must be following these steps for going to their workplace. Wake up, brush their teeth, take a shower, dress up, get into the car or bike or board other public transport, drive to the work, or get down at nearest stop to walk to the workplace. Let's assume that one of these steps is not followed as per the sequence. What would happen? It would spoil the whole day's schedule. Algorithm is nothing but a step-by-step procedure to follow a particular problem or accomplish a task. Algorithms are everywhere. Whenever you develop any system, you have to first develop an algorithm to run it. In computer programming, an algorithm is a set of well-defined instructions in sequence to solve any problem. Qualities of a good algorithm. Input and output should be defined clearly. Each step in the algorithm should be clear. The algorithm shouldn't have computer code. Instead, it should be written in such a way that it can be used in any programming language. Let's look at some examples of algorithms. Example 1. Algorithm to add any three numbers. Step 1. Take first number, that is number 1. Step 2. Take second number, that is number 2. Step 3. Take third number, that is number 3. Step 4. Calculate sum equal to number 1 plus number 2 plus number 3. Step 5. Display sum. Step 6. Stop. Example 2. Algorithm to find the larger of two numbers. Step 1. Take first number, that is A. Step 2. Take second number, that is B. Step 3. Compare A greater than B. If yes, go to step 4. Otherwise, go to step 5. Step 4. Print A is greater. Go to step 6. Step 5. Print B is greater. Step 6. Stop. Flowcharts. A flowchart is a diagrammatic representation of an algorithm. Flowcharts are very helpful in writing computer programs or for explaining programs to others. Advantages of flowcharts. Simplifies the logic. A flowchart provides a pictorial representation of the steps. Therefore, it simplifies the process of writing computer code using any computer language. Useful in coding. A flowchart also helps in the coding process as it gives directions on what to do, when to do, and where to do. It makes the work easier. Proper testing. Flowcharts also help in finding errors in a program. Saves time. A flowchart saves time while writing the actual program. Flowchart symbols. The different steps of an algorithm are depicted using flowchart shapes having different meanings. The meanings of some of the common shapes are as follows. Symbol, name, function, start or end terminal box. An oval represents a start or end point. Arrow. A line is a connector that shows relationships between the representative shapes. Input or output. A parallelogram represents input, output. Process. A rectangle represents a process. Decision. A diamond indicates a decision. Connector. A circle connects one page to another page or one section of a flowchart to another. Creating a flowchart. Let us create a flowchart for example 2 given earlier. Finding the larger of two given numbers. Start terminal box. Read the two numbers A and B. Input or output box. Compare the two numbers. Decision box. If A greater than B, print A is greater. Process box. Go to step 7 to stop. Terminal box. If B greater than A, print B is greater. process box. Stop, terminal box. The flowchart will look as shown on the right. Let's take another example now. Input grade and check its condition to print a remark. If grade equal to A, then print excellent. If grade equal to B, then print average. If grade equal to C, then print work hard. Else print fail. The flowchart is shown on the right. Flowchart rules. The rules followed in order to make flowcharts are as follows. Generally, a flowchart flows from top to bottom or from left to right. No cross lines are allowed in a flowchart. Always use connectors at the end when drawing a flowchart that fits in more than one sheet of paper. The connector must be referred by the same name in both the pages. Only one flow line should come out from a process symbol. Only one flow line should enter a decision box, whereas outgoing flow lines can be any in number. Make sure that the flowchart has a start as well as a stop. Looping in flowchart. A loop is a sequence of instructions that repeats itself a specified number of times until a particular condition is met. By using loops, we can repeat the same instructions as many times as we want. Let us take some examples to understand this better. Example 1. Draw a flowchart to find the sum of the first 20 natural numbers. The flowchart is shown on the right. Example 2. Draw a flowchart to enter and print the names and phone numbers of 40 students in a class.